Hello.
Hello, hello. Hi.
Hey everybody. We're doing another 2-hour today, right, Jasmine?
Yes, another 2-hour. Today we have to once again be packing stuff up after this show to get stuff ready for post office tomorrow. So we'll just be 2 hours. So whatever your time is, 2 hours from now, we'll be signing off.
Yeah.
And happy June, everybody.
Happy June and happy day after Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. But is that a holiday?
Memorial Day weekend? Yep.
Oh, or it's the day after Memorial Day. I didn't know it was like Boxing Day or whatever.
No, that would be Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Jasmine gets Christmas and Memorial Day confused sometimes.
I don't know.
It's okay.
We don't really do a lot of celebrating on a lot of holidays.
Yeah, Memorial Day, we
celebrate by not going to the post office, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't go to the post office.
Not going to the bank. They have a bank holiday in England that happens on Memorial Day here.
Yeah. Well, for a lot of people, I bet this Memorial Day was a lot more eventful than last Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it was supposed to have been MegaCon originally, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Or somewhere around it. But yeah,
Yeah.
So yay, and happy June, everybody.
Yeah.
We're getting so close to summer.
We are. Just
still
like
spring,
3 weeks,
but we're almost
3 weeks away from summer-ish. Just a couple days from my birthday.
Yeah. I won't say what day because I don't know if you want people to know.
It's probably on Google. I don't know.
It probably is.
I remember
probably
when
is.
we Googled our anniversary because we couldn't remember it.
This painting is coming along beautifully. It's basically done.
It's basically done. I'm just putting a few highlights here and there. I'll show you guys some close-ups more. This is, of course, Sea Monarch, a painting I've been working on mostly here at Touch. I worked on her a bit on and off this past week. Gave her kind of sea-colored eyes. Kind of gave her a muted brown color, light brown color hair. Ended up putting a little butterfly wing up in her
like
hair.
it because it makes the butterflies. I say bubbers, guys. You have to forgive me. My niece got me started on that.
Yeah.
It really makes the butterflies pop. The butterfly wings pop, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And I made her tail kind of looks like it's made out of butterfly wings too. Like the blue morpho butterflies. And then there's some little monarch butterflies that are kind of floating around gross in the water. Yeah.
Leela says, I think Nigel wants this painting. Well, the original painting is sold.
The original painting is sold.
But there will be, of course, the photo paper prints.
Yep.
That you guys frame so lovingly over there, Leela. And there will be canvas, masterpiece art are sold out.
We're already sold out.
Or at least our list is full.
Oh, okay.
And but still, if you're interested, please send an email
in case
to
somebody cancels.
Matt@Strangeling.com.
Yeah.
And this is a nice piece. I
It
can see why
is.
people would want it.
I can see why she's sold out already.
Then we also have the remarked canvas.
Yeah, the open edition
available,
canvases and the paper prints will be
I'm
up.
not sure when, but soon.
Probably, yeah, pretty soon up at Strangeling.com.
So yay!
So yeah, and she's just about done. I probably just a few more minutes on her, and then I'll be working on some tiny treasures. Oh, I haven't showed the raffles yet, have I?
Oh, you haven't? Let me grab that tink.
Yeah, got yet another Tinkerbell. How many do we have left after this one?
Gosh, I think there might be just 1 or 2 left.
Oh, okay. So not many.
Yeah, because I put them in the hall because I lined them up and I found all that I could.
Rounded up all the Tinkerbells.
Yep, they're kind of like little doggies.
Oh.
Little doggies.
Oh, okay. Here she is. Yay.
She's cute.
There
I like
she
her
is.
shoulder.
Yeah, she's got a cute little shoulder. And these are from, I think, 2005. One of the first projects I did with the Walt Disney Company. It's a series of Tinkerbell figurines for Disney fairies that were from the Bradford Exchange. They have my name carved in each one. And on this one specifically, the prize we're giving away, I will autograph her also with a pen.
She is cute.
She's super cute. They are very delicate. Be careful if you have cats. For some reason, all of my Tinkerbells, my cats, kind of destroyed the wings on.
High.
So
The only kitty that goes up there is Sunshine.
Or ferrets or yeah.
Gamera doesn't like to climb too high. I don't know if she can.
What's that?
So Gamera doesn't like to climb too high. I don't know if she can.
Gamera, no, I don't think she sees well enough to.
Well, she'd plow through all
get
that.
Up to any of that. But that will be our second prize of the day. Our first prize is a Voodoo and Green pin, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Voodoo and Green is the first hour's prize, and second hour prize was the Tink that Jasmine just showed.
First hour prize is Voodoo and Green. Second hour, and it's only 2 hours again this week.
Right, and there's we're doing 2 hours now, and we'll probably talk about later why we're doing 2. 2 hours.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's good stuff. Hey, kitties. Who's that? Is that Sunshine?
Yeah, she's destroying our house slowly.
She's worse than termites, isn't she?
She's about the same as a termite. She's actually
she's about the same as termites. That Sunshine, yeah. Awful.
But yes, we still love the Sunshine, even though
we still love her. Yeah, is she
a
on top of the
thing.
refrigerator, or is she?
I think she's doing that to the bathroom, the pocket door thingy.
Don't do that to my bathroom.
No, now she's done. Now she's gonna go look at the raccoon.
The little raccoon's been out there frightening us all day.
I think
all week.
I feel like the Beverly Hillbillies sometimes.
It's pretty silly. The raccoon, the little raccoon that's been in our yard is just there all the time now. He doesn't seem to go to sleep. He's I'd say he's sweet, but really he's a mean little raccoon.
Yeah. Speaking of sleep, I didn't get much sleep last night, guys. So if I seem to be like a little bit, forgive me. I was up fairly late for a mat. And I woke up early as I normally do, and I tried to sleep until 7, but my head was already awake, so I was already thinking about stuff. And,
yeah, I got up at like 4 something.
Yeah. But yeah, good luck, Barbara. I hope you win. And you're driving to Florida? Is that what's going on?
Ooh, that's fun. I've got family heading down any day now.
Yeah, I need to talk to them.
Yeah,
I need to get the house ready for them.
My sister Kachina and her 4 kids are coming.
That's another reason why we need to stop early. We
yeah.
got all those pin sets. Brandon and I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to last week.
Yeah.
And we're shipping out all those pin sets.
Yes.
That's a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of packages.
True.
Barbara says, "Yep, we'll be there Thursday."
Lovely.
Yeah, just like our family.
I was gonna say my sister's coming in too.
Are you secretly Jasmine's sister? Jeanette says, "My cats have totally scratched up the windows. Plus, we managed to catch someone's rat that was running around the neighborhood. She is cute."
Oh my god!
Was that the little rat that was on the shoulder in the pic, Jeanette?
Oh.
I saw that on Facebook, I think.
Aw. Oh,
I love rats.
I do too.
Leela says, I have the same when I'm wide awake. I have to get up regardless of the time, hence my long days. I usually don't have a problem going back to sleep.
You don't.
But my mind was thinking about all sorts of stuff. So it just wouldn't let me. I didn't wake up a zombie like I do often.
That's good.
I wasn't zombie enough. So, I mean, I look like a zombie when I woke up, but I didn't feel like one.
Oh, you look cute, man.
Michelle loves rats also. Rats are hard not to love, but I think
some people are.
You know what I think,
of
Jasmine?
What?
I think some people are naturally afraid of rodents.
Mm-hmm.
The same way some people are naturally afraid of snakes or spiders.
Yeah.
Because I don't have fear of spiders at all.
No, me either.
And I'm not afraid of a rat.
Animals.
But I do struggle with snakes, but I've gotten a lot better.
I love snakies.
I love them too, but it takes me a while. So it's something in our monkey brain, I think, that can make us be afraid of that. Obviously, rats carry little horrible fleas and things that can carry disease.
Oh, all animals.
So that could be good reason that we're naturally afraid of that, because we don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said the camera's frozen. I'll fix that right away. Show off the print of the week while I'm at it.
Oh.
And it is Lamia. And the pin of the month. And that is a really cool pin of the month.
Ooh,
and you guys will be getting that probably early next week.
Mm-hmm. Early next week. And that's
on time.
June pin. On time, yeah. While it's June.
Yeah, it's been last 2 months. It's just been longer to get everything because Jasmine's been... She got really cool ones. But you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what, though? We learned about that more, those process of getting those crazy gold ones and those rainbowy ones.
Those rainbow ones
do take
cool.
longer, but now we know about how long out we need to start that process. Painting says, I'm so scared of snakes, I can't even be around fake rubber snakes. Yeah, there's people like that are like that with rats.
Yeah.
Spiders I'm not fond of. The wolf spider freaks me out. We get wolf spiders. I think they're so cute.
I like wolf spiders.
Oh, gosh. And little tiny baby jumping spiders. Oh, my gosh.
Their eyes.
Yeah.
I love their pretty eyes.
Jeanette says she doesn't seem to have fleas. She is constantly cleaning herself. Well, she looked pretty domestic in the photo.
Oh, yeah.
A wild rat's just not going to chill out with you like that.
Well, wild any animals are going to get fleas.
How do we get the pin of the month? Is there a subscription? Yes. There is a subscription, and or you can purchase it off. I saw a little tree. Saw a little raccoon scurry up the crate. The bottle brush tree.
Yes, there is a subscription you can get through my Patreon.
Yeah.
I recommend doing it that way so you don't miss out on any of the pins of the month. You also get bonus pins up there. Or usually about halfway through the month, we put them up for sale if you want to buy them individually at Strangeling.com.
There is the link twice in a row for you, so you don't miss it.
Go sign up.
If you want to check that out.
It's June now, so, do I have one?
You should. I believe you showed that off.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
There she is. Orange mask. Part of
very Floridian.
There was lime green, there was lemon yellow, and this one is orange. I didn't call her orange. That just seems silly. Eventually I want to do a pink one that's like grapefruit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But for now, we have
Miss
orange.
Shum says, I went to a reticle show a month ago and went home with an... must be a reptile show.
Oh.
And went home with a Zolotl. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I love him and named him Poseidon. Now I have another one coming. I'm naming her Persephone.
Oh,
cool.
I love Zolotl.
So no Hades there. Kaylee says, I'm at Disney Springs.
Oh, hi.
Oh, so are you watching on your phone? Or are you hooked up to your laptop somehow?
There? We live across the street from Disney Springs.
Hey, L. Hertz. Nice to see you. I figured that out, Shum.
Howdy.
I wasn't sure what a reticle was. What's a reticle? I think it looks like an autocorrect.
It's a radical reptile.
Reticle. Like reticulate? Reticle? Like was it a funky line or something?
I don't know.
We read about them in our first grade science class. I'm the teacher.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I remember when we, remember that salamander that we got to meet in the desert?
Yes, when we were at the Great Sand Dunes.
Yeah, we were at Sand Dunes in Colorado. I very much recommend the Great Sand Dunes.
I love the Great Sand Dunes.
Which is
right on the side of the mountains there.
Right,
it's funny,
before you get to the
just huge piles
big
of sand.
ones.
Looks like the Sahara or something.
Yeah, suddenly you're in this desert-looking place.
Yeah.
And you can even sled.
The only place I've ever seen
sled
big
down the hills of
dunes like
sand.
that.
What's that?
It's the only place I've seen big dunes like that.
Yeah, except in movies.
Other than in movies, yeah.
Jeanette says orange seems to be the top color in fashion this year.
Orange.
It is the new black.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a TV show, Jeanette. It's a TV show.
But hey, all right. Stylish.
Especially the bright orange. Rick says, good afternoon from a hot and dry San Jose.
Hello.
Hope you are well.
Doing good.
Eat a fake fish taco for me. Glenda says, hey, Jasmine and Matt, I'm at a salon getting my hair re-dyed.
Hey.
How are y'all doing? I'm doing well.
Good.
I actually dyed my hair with the home kit yesterday.
Oh.
Did you notice, Jasmine?
I did not.
It's a little bit, it's
Is
not
it more
as
blonde?
bright.
Oh, okay.
You see that now?
You're very backlit from that window in the other room. I can't quite see.
Yeah.
He's in the other room. I don't see well. I'll look at it later.
It's like you didn't notice my hair?
No.
You didn't notice how I changed it?
What's the color called?
Light blonde.
Oh.
Light blonde. It's not pink, gadgets.
Oh.
But I might go pink. Who knows? My hair, my life, my rules.
Yeah. I've never had pink hair.
Pink's cool.
I used to have green stripes. Put red stripes in it for a while.
Foxy said I dyed mine today.
What color?
What color did you dye your hair, Foxy? And what color are you getting your hair dyed in the salon there? Glenda.
If it's a secret, you don't have to say.
Well, they told me. I have a question to ask. If I'm may, will the 7 Deadly Sins pin sets be released together or separately?
Ooh, I'll probably do them in 2 separate batches, just so we can package them all up and send them all out. Anything more than about 250 at once gets kind of crazy. So we'll probably do one group of 4, and then maybe the month after that or whatever, we'll do another group of... It'll be the remaining 3, and then also the double pin. We're going to put that with the second group, I think.
I think that's a good idea.
I think so, yeah.
Glenda's...
Yeah. So the people who are the $50 tiers up at Patreon, you'll be sure to get both of them.
Right, upon release.
Mm-hmm.
Upon release, guys.
Yes, as long as you are $50.
You're $50 and we put it up on the website and everybody starts buying them.
Yes.
That was the cutoff.
Not
that's
a minute after.
what the cutoff is.
Yeah.
I just can't make up one because there's only 250.
Yeah, limited edition. But those will probably be later this month or next month.
Jasmine, your painting's looking amazing. Love the colors you've picked
Thank you.
for it. Purple with black bangs is that's what they're
Oh, their hair color?
Yep, hair colors. That's cool.
That sounds cool.
The other Glenda says mine is smoke blue.
Neat. I've got people of interest
And
in hair
Kaylee
this
is doing theirs on Saturday, red.
Wow. Everybody got neat hair.
A friend wanted me to request a pin of Empire of Dirt.
Oh.
Okay.
That would be a neat one. That would be a good one for the mini metal ones because it's a square already.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
And Wendy says, I'm so glad you did that with Patreon.
Aw. Oh, I am too. I think that's making it easier up there. For those who missed the announcement last time, those who are in the $50 tier now also will automatically get whenever we release the limited edition mini metal pin sets, and also whenever we do releases with the mystery pins, the mystery packs.
Yeah.
I don't know when we'll be doing those next. Do you, Manny?
I
know we just did one.
don't. We're there's certain things that are not on. I mean, there's certain things that I'm rethinking on the back end. Nothing that would concern fans.
Oh, okay.
With pins.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I have to do a few things before we would be able to set up more mystery pin sets. But of course, yes, they will eventually come out.
Yes.
Again.
And those are included now with the $50 tier.
Yeah.
Man, I love her tail.
Oh yeah, her tail's great.
I really like
Linda
how
says,
this
"Okay."
turned out.
Thank you, Angela.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm feeling the sleepy right now.
Oh.
Darn it.
I'm sorry. You can make your coffee in a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to keep talking and I'll just make it while you're on?
Sure, go
okay.
ahead.
And Again, we're only doing a 2-hour broadcast today, but we'll fit in what we normally do. We'll still do the story. Jasmine will.
Make sure Maddie does a story.
Jasmine will work on her. She's continuing to work on this, and then she'll work on her tiny treasures.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was getting
and we'll
close
show our
to being
kitties
done,
off.
actually. I already signed her over here, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna work a little bit more highlights on some bits here.
It says Matt is sleepy and Jasmine is frozen. Actually, her screen is not frozen. Not on my end.
Can't see the TV.
Unless you're saying she resembles Elsa, which I kind of see.
A little bit.
Oh, thank you, Julie. That's sweet.
Thank you very much.
She gifted a tier 1 gifted a tier 1 sub.
Oh, nice.
Hey, that means Starlight Girl, if you're in the room. That means that you get the really cool Jasmine little emoji thing.
Or the emojis.
Which is this one, and I like to click on it a bunch because then I can make it fly around the screen. Click, 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 click. And then I hit chat, and let's see if they fly around. It gives me a giggle.
It does it in the chat room?
Yep. Yay, there they went. That's a bunch of them.
Cool.
It was pretty cool. So I'm gonna Jasmine's gonna continue to chat about her painting. I'm just, I mean, it's a Keurig. It's really quick.
Sure, yeah.
So
that's fine. So have we figured out if I'm gonna do anything at Pop Gallery anytime soon?
The last thing I heard from Jen is she is consistently asking for permission. You know, because of the pandemic and rules and whatnot. So she is on top of it.
She's on top of it. Okay.
She really wants to. In fact, you wanted me to talk to her about it. She mentioned it.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yep.
Good. Well, hopefully we'll have some Pop Gallery related news then soon. I don't know the date yet, but I'll be doing some sort of event at the outdoor kiosk at Disney Springs at the Pop Gallery. I do have a pin that is in production now that is going to be a special event, free pin that they'll be giving away with purchases there. But I don't know what day yet. As soon as I find out, I will let everybody know.
Well, thanks for preparing for that.
Yeah, no, the pin I designed for it is super cool. It's the second one. You know how the Venus and gold ones are with the gold metal and the white hard pearlescent enamel?
Yeah.
It's a version of my biohazard pin done in gold and pearl.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Like the gas mask is made out of gold and the biohazard symbols made out of the pearlescent hard enamel. It should be really cool. But we're just going to have those at Pop Gallery. I think it's 200 of them for the event. But I don't know what the day is, so it will be sometime at Disney Springs.
Yeah, but
as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know, and I'll put it at the events page on Facebook and on Strangeling.com and all that.
Yeah, a lot of measures are being lifted.
Yeah, a lot of the rules that were around during the pandemic are being lifted here in Florida, at least. So yeah, so hopefully soon.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of signs off stores and things.
Oh yeah, and lots of other places are doing live events and stuff now.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they had the one I saw that they're gosh, was it in Pensacon?
Oh,
Pensacon here in Florida, and it almost looked normal.
Did it?
Yeah, it almost looked like a normal con. So
okay.
I didn't even hear much about it.
I didn't either. I didn't know. I think Carrie was gonna do Pensacon.
Did she end up doing that?
I don't know. She had posted on Patreon, but I have not been keeping up with my Patreon as a fan.
Jasmine, can you
I have as a painter. Yeah.
Kaylee wants to know which stores at Disney Springs. Which stores are at Disney Springs? She's there right now.
Oh, you're there.
So she needs help.
Fabulous. Okay.
We'll help you out,
for
Kaylee.
For my Disney stuff, for my Disney artwork, over at the Marketplace Co-op, which is over by Ghirardelli and World of Disney on the Marketplace side.
Yeah, keep walking past the Ghirardelli. Keep going a little bit further.
So you go in the Marketplace Co-op. Inside there is Wonderground Gallery. Inside, because it's multiple stores inside the co-op. You kind of go in the way back. It's a big new area. They've moved it to a new area.
Yeah, walk all the way to the back.
All the way in the back at the Place Co-op building, and that's where my Disney character artwork and like the Disney postcards and things usually are.
Yes, if a cast member doesn't understand, if you say the word Wonderground, say Marketplace Co-op, and that will also be on the map.
Co-op, and it is on every map.
Right.
Oh, Marketplace Co-op.
And the other place...
The other place is currently at the outdoor kiosk, which is the Pop Gallery kiosk over by the T-Rex restaurant / by where Paddlefish is at the bridge outdoors. Headed over towards West Side. And that is the Pop Gallery kiosk, and that is where my non-Disney art, all my artwork that isn't Disney artwork is over there.
Okay, Kaylee, did you get that?
Sometimes there's other random places too. I don't know. Sometimes it pops up the other stores.
Kaylee
but
also
those are the ones
said
I know for sure.
Disney Spring is half mask and half not.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's kind of how it is. How it is around here. You know who says tomorrow I'm going to open the time capsule I buried as a kid.
Oh my god!
I can't wait to see how big my puppy got. Oh, hey,
that's fun.
Are you? You know who? Are you taking classes with me? That sounds like something we'd make up in class.
That sounds like ironic misdirection.
Oh, Helen, you're not late. It's not like this is class.
Yeah, you're not gonna get.
Even though I just said class. Do you still have artwork in the Haunted Mansion?
I've never had artwork in the Haunted Mansion.
Maybe they mean that store.
Oh, the store? Oh, yeah. Memento Mori, the gift shop, kind of across from the Haunted Mansion. I don't know. I haven't been to the Magic Kingdom since COVID, so I'm not really sure. They usually have some over there. I have not been there since 2019, though, so definitely you'll have to look for me.
You know who also said, I made Jesus-shaped pancakes, but I burned them. Am I going to hell? I told him yes.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
It depends on your beliefs. Starwin says, I found the most Jasmine stuff at the gift shop of Tower of Terror.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
That's what they're thinking of.
Tower of Terror?
A few weeks ago, really.
Yeah,
it's back there, Starwin.
I
didn't know that.
Somebody just told me that too.
That's
on,
good news.
Instagram, yeah.
That is good news.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, hey Heather. Hey Heather. Heather, I want to tell you, I tried out that OBS Ninja.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it might be good.
It might
because I know that you sometimes have guests on. You might want to check that out. I can't believe how shockingly easy it is to use.
Yeah.
For a dum-dum like me. I mean, it took me about 3 minutes to get into
at it on my phone. I was like,
OBS
this looks pretty user-friendly.
in my phone. Like, right away. Now it's just my phone.
Yep.
Oh, there was... Heather says, oh my gosh, there's a picture of us right now. Cool. I've only seen Jasmine stuff recently in the Tower of Terror store, and not Memento Mori.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh, yeah, it auto-corrected and like that.
Probably all at the different parks.
Heather, definitely do, because I think that could save you a lot of time. But what do I know? I mean, if your system already works, I mean, continue to use that. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. But I think that Jasmine and I will be able to use that in the future.
Yeah.
And also have guests on and whatnot.
Yes.
So and it's of course just like streaming anyone in. It's as good as their connection and your connection and all that. So it looks like it's under the same pressure. I don't know what to go. Scrutiny. I haven't even had a sip of my coffee yet.
Yeah.
And I'm talking a mile a minute and I'm tired.
I'm sorry, baby.
Maybe I'm slap happy.
Maybe.
I did this is like 1 out of every 7 Twitches I'm like this.
Yeah.
Some I just get tired like right away.
Well, sometimes they're jet lagged and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this time.
But yeah, anything else? What else is going on in our world?
Well, I was gonna talk about how we signed the papers to get the studio in Long Beach in California.
Okay, yeah. Well, you want to talk as much as you want about that because you're kind of the boss of that.
Yeah, but there'll be more to come. I'm gonna make a post up at Patreon because it's gonna coincide with since we met my goal for the fixing up the Ren Fair house up on Patreon. The next one was to get my studio in Long Beach, California set up. Don't worry, we're not leaving Florida. We're keeping our house here in Celebration. This is another studio that I'll be working at some of the year in California.
So where is Long Beach?
Long Beach is south and west in the LA area. I would say it's Orange County. I think, is it the furthest south in Orange County?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. My geography is not great.
So, Long Beach, it sounds like there's a beach there.
There is a beach there. Actually,
Okay.
there are several beaches there.
And does that mean birdies and seagulls?
Yes, birdies and seagulls and dolphins and seals and sea lions. And I haven't seen whales there, but I hear that whales are there sometimes.
That's pretty cool.
I'd like to see whales.
I bet there's a lot of boating out of Long Beach,
Yes,
too.
lots of boats, Maddie. I know you like boats.
I do like boats, Jasmine.
Maddie likes boats.
It should be no secret that I like boats. I love boats.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes I just think I want to live on a boat.
You talk about it a lot.
Yeah. I like it because it's mobile.
Yeah, it's a vehicle.
Yeah. I like RVs as well.
I do too. I like all little mobile houses.
I'm always jealous
Tiny houses.
of, these cute old couples that are retired and they're just in their RV going around with their propane tanks. They're seeing the whole country.
They're like full-time RV people.
Oh, yeah. They're having a blast. They don't seem very stressed.
Yeah. It was fun when we rented the RV and took nieces and nephews out west with my sisters.
Oh, that was amazing.
I'd love to do something.
You even got some painting done.
Yeah, I did. I painted in the RV. I sure did.
Michelle says, yep, Southern California. I'm in Northern California. We see whales here by the coast.
Ooh, I love whales.
So,
That makes
what do
me
you see
happy.
mostly out there? What sort of whales, Michelle's like a humpback, huh?
Gray whales?
Gray whales?
Humpback?
Possibly, if you're looking out far
Orca.
enough, you could see orca. Of course, those aren't whales. Those are
Orca
dolphins.
come to Long Beach also. They're on the list, believe it or not.
Yeah, and they're the jerks of the sea.
They're kind of like dolphins. Well, they are dolphins, technically. Yeah.
I do like canal boats, Jeanette, in England. There is one
Yeah.
place in London where there were a ton by this by that pub. What's that pub, Jasmine, that we like?
Warrington Crescent.
It's a really that good. It's a nice boozer.
It's a Warrington Crescent.
Yeah, the Warrington Crescent and
Maida Vale.
yep,
Yeah.
and Maida Vale
It's a
and
good pub. Warrington
yeah.
Crescent.
Yeah, it actually is.
The Warrington pub is there.
We dig it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love the canal boats.
Yes, me too.
But specifically, I like the sea. I suppose that you could eventually get to the sea. Canal goes to Thames. Thames goes to the sea.
Thames is connected to the
And then
ocean.
you eventually get to the
It's
Caribbean
tidal.
in your tiny canal boat.
It would flip over.
Yeah, those are thin.
Yeah. Got blue rose flavor kombucha today.
That is a Mother Kombucha. Those are 12 ounce. The other kombucha brands that we get are usually 14 ounces. And you can tell that humans are used to 12 ounces because I swear I'm done with it and there's always 2 ounces left
Oh,
in the 14 ounce ones.
that's funny.
Michelle says yes,
I love
both
kombucha.
type of whales can you can see them from the beach, and dolphins. I love it.
Nice.
We get a lot of dolphins here in Florida,
Yeah.
and
I love dolphins.
off of our I don't know how much in the Gulf, but I know off the Atlantic we get right whales
Yeah,
out there,
I've
and
never seen
those
them
have
here.
cute noses.
they do. I've never seen one in the.
I haven't
Florida.
either.
I've seen whales in the Pacific, and I've seen whales in South Africa. I saw there was a dead whale once in
disgusting.
off Cape Town in
Jasmine
South
tells
Africa,
gross stories, by the
and
way.
the military or somebody was there putting explosives on it because they needed to blow up the dead whale, otherwise it was gonna wash up on the beach.
That's lovely, Jasmine. That's a sweet
Isn't
story.
that lovely?
That's like one of those
Oh.
pleasant fairy tales. Actually, it's like one of those fairy tales that They don't read to children anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had to blow up the whale.
I thought it was interesting, though.
Oh, wow. My
I love
data
Kate
isn't working
Young. That's one
so
of my
good
favorite
suddenly.
things.
Let's see.
What's that, baby?
Someone said their data wasn't working
Uh-oh.
so good suddenly. I see Jasmine's cam is getting a little choppy, but the cam where you're painting is working fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a little slow,
Okay.
but it's not frozen.
Okay. Putting a little hints of yellow in a few places on her tail to make it look a little bit more
Jasmine,
iridescent.
which Tink is today? What's her name again?
I don't need to be good. I am cute.
Yeah, something like that.
They all have snarky little names. I did not name them. Disney did. But here she is. I don't need to be polite. I don't need to be good. I'm cute, I think is her name. But she will be our last prize of the evening. So the upcoming one, like in 20 minutes or whatever, will be the Voodoo in Green pin. And then when we close out, in about an hour and a half, will be Tinkerbell. And I will autograph her too. But she does have the little relieved carving that is stamped into each one. We also have the certificate and the Disney paperwork and stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff comes with it. And it's styrofoam.
Yeah, an original box, of course.
Yep.
Because I literally just opened her up. She's been in a box since 2005.
She's our own little time capsule.
Yes.
She had 2005 air
Probably.
trapped in there.
Pre-COVID.
So Michelle says, my ex-husband got small RV and now lives by the ocean.
Oh.
More often than not, he fishes, and rock cod is a ugly fish.
Ew.
Rock cod. Isn't that a song?
I think
I
like Rock Lobster.
Rock
That's a
cod.
good song.
Exploding Whale sounds like a story from the book. The
It does,
almighty
actually.
Charles Berlitz's World of Strange Phenomena book.
It does.
I believe that's what you're referring to, Tigger.
Yes. We'll be treated to a tale from that soon.
Blah. The book.
But anyways, we're going to be setting up, in California, we're going to be setting up a way that we can do Twitch when we are broadcasting from either California or Florida, or if if Matt is here in Florida and I am in California, we can still broadcast like usual.
Hence
That
the
is
OBS Ninja.
plan. That is the plan, at least. So there might be a bit of us changing the times a bit. There might be a bit of changing what days, maybe doing multiple smaller episodes. We're not sure yet. But
And
we're going to make it exciting.
Yeah, we also figured out if we had someone working the helm like I am,
Yeah.
if we had someone doing that, you and I could be out and about,
Yeah.
and we could do our Twitch that way.
Yes. We can do ones if I'm painting outside somewhere, if we're at a live event or anything.
Oh, Mashoom just joined the
If I'm at the
$50. Thank you,
beach.
Mashoom.
Oh, thank you very much.
Jasmine will
Thank
get you your letter, and
Thank
we'll get
you
you all hooked up, and you'll get all your
Yes.
info soon.
Yes. Thank you. That is always the best way you can help any artist is follow them on Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon rocks
Musician
for artists.
or artist or painter or anybody.
Hello,
Oh,
Buttercup. Nice to see you.
Hello, Buttercup.
Can't wait till you come to California, Michelle
Yes.
says.
And
I
we will
need
be
a
there.
place to, like, rest on your couch. What, Michelle?
Oh, they
No,
need,
no, Michelle. You're not sleeping on our couch, Michelle. I'm making that up. She didn't say
You
that.
can sleep on our couch. No, that's reserved. for-
Kintra says, excited to
Cats
have
and
you
dogs.
on the west side of the states.
Yes, this means that we'll be able to do a lot more events out in the West Coast in general too, up and down the coast, get back up to the Pacific Northwest.
Bi-coastal living.
Yes, and
That's
now that
the way
Disneyland
we do
California
it
is
now.
open again, and of course my solo show that I'll be working on most of this rest of the year is going to be at the Corey Helper Gallery in downtown Los Angeles.
There you go. We also, of course, have our
We also
little pita terra in Kansas City.
in Kansas City, so we will be there in Kansas City for the Renaissance Festival this year.
It's not the place I'm the most excited
Kansas
about,
City?
but it exists.
It's funny, we've seen all
I
our
recognize
relatives
it.
from there though, because they've all been coming up to Florida now that everybody can travel again.
Mashoom says, I can't wait. I've been following your work for a very long time. Just never looked into Patreon.
Oh hey! Oh, well,
And
thank you
Mashoom
very,
says, come
very,
to
very
Portland.
much. I will.
Jasmine will only contribute to keeping Portland the way they want to keep it.
Oh, I know. We were just talking about Portland, actually.
Blob Help says we'll be at the LA show.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yay. Yeah, the show, my next show in LA for sure. I'll have plenty before then, probably other events, but will be January 8th of 2022. So it's coming January.
Michelle had the double take to see if she mentioned our couch.
Oh.
I'm going to crash on your couch,
like, wait
brah.
a minute. Did I accidentally say that?
Yeah, I guess I need to get my California thing going.
Brah. Oh, dear. Yeah.
They do say bra a lot there.
They do.
It's not even bro. It's bro here. It's bra there.
Bra. That's okay. That means people are being laid back, usually.
Yeah. It's also can be confrontational.
People are very nice in California.
Bra.
Yeah, it's kind of dismissive, I guess. Bra.
Yes, come to Seattle area more often.
Yes, I love Seattle. I've got friends up there too.
It's all right. I enjoyed staying in the downtown area.
Yeah.
There's that weird competing dueling banjo movie theaters
the two movie theaters that are next to each
yeah,
other.
It's like that will not show the same film.
On Pine Street, yeah. So they both agree not to play the same movies.
Oh, Blob Help says brah. Ha, brah.
I think it's weird when guys call me bro.
I don't.
You don't think it's weird, or you don't call people bro?
I call people bro or dude.
I call people
as a unisex
dude
thing
sometimes, but
bro's starting to become like that though. Get used to it.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I know. Okay.
You cannot stop the bro train. The bro train is coming for you, Jasmine.
No more bro train.
And you've got a ticket.
No.
In first class.
Okay. No. But I kind of, I don't know. When I say dude, it's more kind of like an exclamation, like if something unfair happens. It's like, oh, dude, what's up? You know. I don't call somebody a dude.
People are saying bruh, bra, broheim, brohammer, bromanster.
No, I don't.
Brom. Hey, Brom's up in Seattle.
Yeah,
go say hi to him. We did get a casual invite to come see their house.
Yes, I heard they've got a neat house that has like a creek in the back.
Of course, that could just be people talking. I don't know. I say things like that too. Oh yeah, come crash on the couch.
I ask people to my house.
It's weird I don't say bro or bra. LOL, I do say hella and whatever a lot. That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I think the internet ruined caring about that type of thing.
I mean, all it's done is actually become more colorful dialogue and novels.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you, world.
Yeah. Agreed. Words and things trend faster, so the language moves quicker, and I like that.
Yeah. Language is fun.
I like watching how language changes. Because I'm a very dull person.
No.
What?
You're not. That's a thing, Jasmine. You say that it's only because you're like all of us. There's certain areas where you might be dull as well. There are areas where you're sharp. Do not confuse that with being dull yourself.
Oh, that's true. Some of the things I find interesting, other people find dull, I guess.
Certainly, and that goes for a lot.
God, yes.
Yeah, it's like some people can really, really enjoy talking about horsepower on a riding lawnmower.
Ew.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know.
Or people talk about sports.
Sports don't interest me.
Yeah.
You know, I was
I like playing sports.
There were 3 different guys, and one was not me, in the comedy class that said, I don't care about sports.
Ah, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That is.
And there's another guy in there that said he liked true crime.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's a lot of crossover between comedy and true crime.
Surprisingly.
Comedy and tragedy.
So, it's a weird thing. But yeah, I am looking forward to, when I am in the California area.
Yeah.
Seeing lots of live shows.
Oh, yeah. California
music,
is great
comedy,
concerts.
Anything.
Comedy. Oh, yeah. Tons of
anything.
Comedy events.
It doesn't even have to be good. I just want to see it.
Yeah, especially after
a person
COVID.
in front of me doing something.
Yeah, especially after COVID
you know
of not seeing live events, live concerts. I miss that. definitely.
Hey, Vampy, you typed in taffel there.
Oh.
Make sure you
Are they trying to
exclamation point
exclamation
raffle.
Point raffle.
But taffle's kind of cool. Hollywood
Castle.
Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl?
Oh yeah, you know you turn off that exit Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, I know the Hollywood Bowl. It's a venue, an outdoor venue, where they have all sorts of things.
In Disney Concert Hall.
Yeah.
Those are the fancy places,
Yeah,
Blob.
Buddy-
I'm talking
Buddy
about the
talks
dives.
about both those.
Those are nice.
Well, I like
Magic
lots of these
Castle.
places. Magic Castle. I love Magic
I
Castle.
love me some
We
magic.
were there with Buddy. That was awesome.
Yeah, magic is when you talk to me about magic, you're going into little Matt nerd. When I was a little nerdy little boy with my magic
Matt likes
tricks,
magic.
keeping all the girls away
Aw.
with my
Hey,
short
it
stature
works
and
on
magic
me.
tricks. I
You're
looked like a 5-year-old and
Hey.
in high school doing magic tricks for girls. Yeah, that's how you win, ladies.
So you got Jasmine?
It's like, man, that little boy that was visiting our school knew that I had the King of Hearts for a card. It's like, that was actually a sophomore.
Aw.
Like, oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe he'll find somebody when he's 23.
I've often liked boys who are short.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Vampy. They got their raffle in.
Oh. That's
Actually-
good luck.
Did it pop up? I want to make sure you're in there. I'll give you the full service. Because sometimes it does not say.
Is it Washington or Oregon where you can't pump your own gas? Like at gas stations?
Hey guys. Yeah, you're in there, Vampy. I don't know.
Does anybody in the room know? Somebody said they're from Portland.
Does
somebody
anybody-
said Seattle?
Does anybody live in a city where you can't pump your own
You said
gas?
full service, so I was thinking of it. It's a state. I think it's either Oregon or Washington. They have a law that you have to get full service on gas.
Oregon.
Or they used to.
Someone
It's
said
Oregon?
Oregon.
Okay, so
What?
like in Portland
What?
and stuff. Yep, you cannot pump your own gas.
Doesn't Neil Patrick Harris do shows out of the Magic Castle?
Oh, he might.
I don't know. What does he do? Like what sort of show does
Is he
Neil?
a magician?
I know he is.
No, he's an actor.
I mean, he's funny,
Does he
but
do
what sort of
stand-up?
show would he do?
He was in Gone Girl.
It's Oregon, but they changed it recently.
Oh, did they?
I know in
Okay.
New Jersey you can't.
Oh yeah,
New Jersey is the one. What?
pumping your own gas.
That's weird.
Well, I know it was Oregon. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere up in the Pacific Northwest. A few people told me
You
that.
can't pump in Oregon. That should be a license or a bumper sticker. You can't pump in Oregon. We just got back from New Jersey. It was a nice thing with the rain.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to like talk to anybody, and you have to hand him your card and stuff. I don't know. He is a trained magician. I didn't know that.
You know, I think I read that about him somewhere. That's neat.
Are we talking about prestidigitation, or are we talking about the dark arts there, Blob?
He's a necromancer.
So when he was Doogie Howser, he was like underneath the doctor's table. He was like practicing his coin passes and
No,
stuff.
he's a necromancer. He's practicing
Cool.
other stuff. Dark arts.
I did not know. I'd love to see him perform.
Well, go see him at the Magic Castle.
That's really cool. So, Blob,
get a
if you
membership.
saw him perform, did he do close-up magic? Did he do cabaret magic? Did he do stage magic? What sort of, if you don't know those terms, what sort of magic tricks did he do? Were people really far away from him? A
Or was it
conjurer.
like card tricks.
Boston and Cambridge, Massachusetts, very, very few allow you to pump your own gas.
Oh.
I guess is it like it's an emissions thing? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's none of my business.
Proposed to be.
Keyntra says some places in
I know.
Oregon you can pump, but you have to pull up to the right pump, otherwise it is done by them. Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Where they have both.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was little, it seems like they had both around, like in Kansas.
We got about 10 minutes to raffle. Jasmine, are you going to
Okay.
switch over to Tiny Treasures, or are you going to keep working on this one
I
today?
probably, around the time we do the raffle, I'll switch over.
Okay. Mashim says, so I think here in Oregon, you can pump your own gas in cities with less than 10K or 5K residents, but I don't know if it is even enforced because every station has attendance. Huh.
That's so funny. It's funny that it would be based on the population of the city.
It's not anything that I know about. He played a magician in American Horror Story Freak Show.
Huh, that's funny.
Well, is he? Is he doing card tricks? Is he card tricks and rabbit out of the hat kind of stuff? Not Copperfield or Blaine. So it could be
traditional.
It sounds like
magic.
It sounds like it's cabaret.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's doing stage magic, but people aren't very far away from him.
Well, the Magic Castle isn't a huge.
And it's not Grand Illusion. Copperfield and David Blaine is mostly close up. He's a lot of street, but if he does other things, he does stunts and other weird things.
He just wants attention.
Copperfield does Grand Illusion, which is big. If he does close up, he has to have like a camera, like how Jasmine has a camera right now on her hands. It'll have a camera on stage for that. So I love Grand Illusion. That's the one that can often make me tear up.
Oh, Mandy's sentimental about magic. It's sweet.
But close up is pretty much the only thing I ever practice, which is hard.
Have you thought about incorporating it and stand up at all, or is that
God
awful?
no. God no.
Sorry.
Nope.
I thought you were gonna.
Maybe a little. Maybe it's just I don't have that style, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't work with it. If it came up for some reason, I think actually juggling maybe. I'd be more likely to do that, but not even that.
Yeah.
No. Not that I don't like that stuff. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's just not. It's just ain't there.
You can actually juggle.
I can. Not as much as I'd like. I'd like to be able to juggle better.
I want to juggle more.
Yeah.
I can juggle 2 things. That's it.
Angelic Fire said, I joined Patreon last week just in time to get Maze and the signed back black and white pin. Yay.
Thank you.
I loved Ricky J. Yes, Ricky J and his 52 assistants. He was legend. Very, very amazing.
Oh, yes, I've seen him.
Yes, he does some of the best card magic you could ever see.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of Penn and Teller.
Yeah, I've seen them live.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah, they actually came here to Orlando.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they don't
it's
tour
funny.
all that often.
It wasn't in Las Vegas even. It was here in Florida.
Yeah. So, it's, but yeah, I dig magic. I grew up in Kansas City, and we were lucky enough to have the world's largest magic shop.
Yes.
That's how they promoted it.
I assume it's true. I don't know. It was part of the U.S. Toy building.
Yeah, and it was super cool.
Which was really cool. Yeah.
And I hung out there, and we were. I mean, thinking back to it, how cool I thought we all were, but really, it's like how. I don't know.
Really
we thought we were cool.
Aww.
We thought we were cool. I don't know. I mean,
cool.
I see the magicians that eventually become cool, like a David Blaine or a Chris Angel, and you don't start out cool.
You start off nerdy like
you have
else.
to start off nerdy, otherwise you wouldn't put in the work.
Leather jacket.
Or everyone's or basically you're a puppet and you're not. And you really don't know how to do it, and you're just following stuff. But I think Chris Angel and David Blaine know what they're doing, and they were both very nerdy at one point in time. Even though I think David Blaine still is kind of nerdy.
They're both very successful.
But yeah, it's a nerd's lot. If you grow up and become cool, that's one thing. If you don't become cool, what you can do is you can go the comedy route, or you can invent magic tricks. Invent magic tricks.
Oh, yeah.
And create and have other jobs in magic. It's like anything else. There are a bunch of jobs that are not just performing in front of people. And I'll shut up about magic now, because I could just go on and on for hours about it.
I like magic.
I like it too, but I don't know how much the room likes it.
It was so much fun when we went to the Magic Castle, though.
The Magic Castle was great. I wish I would have wrote down every magician's name in there.
I know.
But I did not.
That was fun.
We went there with Buddy.
Went there with our friend Buddy.
Who sometimes comes in the room.
Yeah, so I was going to say, he talks about the Hollywood Bowl. I think he and Troy might live not far from there, because it seems like they go there a lot.
Yeah, he got us in.
Oh, yes, he got us into the Magic Castle's hard to get into if you don't have a friend who has a membership there.
Yeah, so
And
basically,
Buddy does, so
I got in there, and I was super happy because I didn't ever think I was going to go in there.
Aw. It was fancy. It's
It was super
neat,
fancy.
too. It's very kind of Disney-like. It's got, like, built-in optical illusions, like how a haunted house would have. But it's a nightclub.
It's the coolest
and a
place
bar
ever.
And a restaurant and all the different... And it's multiple rooms that are all different stages.
The place keeps you guessing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, yeah, it's...
You have to dress fancy to go there, though. They have, like, a strict dress code. And I had to wear a shawl.
Besides, like, just going to Vegas...
Yeah.
It was, when I was a child, I think it still is, it was the Mecca for
Magicians.
little magic kids. It's like, that's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they've been having stand-up comedy in the parking lot during COVID.
They have. They have indeed.
Which was a neat idea.
That was a neat idea.
But yeah, I'll be finished with this. I'll show her off a bit more. I think she's more or less done now. I kind of added a little bit more sparkles and smoothed out the water a bit in places.
2 minutes to raffle, guys. You excited?
2 minutes to raffle. Somebody will get a voodoo and green pin.
I'm excited.
I really like how I have the water kind of reflecting the sun over here. I think that's pretty. There was one icky butterfly. And there's another icky butterfly. You can see he's upside down. His little arms are all crunched up.
Glenda said their hair turned out amazing.
Oh, her hair did? Oh, yeah. I put, I got one of my fuzzy brushes. This one here.
Eli Jones with the bong says, feel like I always miss your stream.
Aw, happy to see you here.
Painting says, that looked dope, though.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eli with the bong.
I used this fuzzy brush, and I used this to kind of make it look like the sun that was coming through her tail.
Oh!
Kind of dappled on the back. And
it is time.
Really pretty cool.
Time to pick the raffle.
Oh, somebody's gonna win a raffle. Somebody's gonna win. Pin. And it's the only way you can get it. You can't
Miss
buy
Moonfay.
You can only get her by winning. Miss Moonfay.
Miss Moonfay. I like your name.
You've won. You won a voodoo and green pin. We'll put her in or you'll get a new one in the packet, and I'll sign the little backing board that goes behind her. And that means our next raffle, which, well, again, it's a 2-hour broadcast this time, so our next raffle will be in an hour, and that is for this lovely Tinkerbell. My Tinkerbell from my first Disney project of Disney Fairies back in 2005, so 16 years ago. Woo. Super cute.
All right, I started that giveaway.
Now I'm going to ask you if you can put it on the bumper for a little bit. I'm going to put this painting out of the way and then start working.
We will be right back, folks. This is just our little commercial.
We're not going away. The world has not ended. We're putting you on pause while we go get ready.
All right, see you guys in a little bit.
Wow. Yeah. One here.
And then I punched him right in the face.
Ah.
Okay, let's get back to our live broadcast.
Darn.
Hey guys.
Howdy, howdy. I got a tiny treasure that I am most of the way done with this one. These are my little paintings I do on wood. Lately I've been popping these up on eBay. Matt, if you could put a link up, people can see the ones I have right now. And
Will do.
the ones I'm working on now, I'll probably put up in the next couple weeks or something. So
That sounds like a...
here's a nice little one. I think the sketch for this one was around when I was doing Bright Candles Burn Fast. I ended up turning her into a larger painting, of course, with a little flower. I'm gonna
Jasmine.
make the flower kind of glowy. Yeah.
Can you thank Lisa Addiction for
Thank you, Lisa Addiction.
for rating us?
Oh, hey!
She brought 8 new viewers
Rating
to you.
party. Happy to
Thank
see
you so
all.
much.
Welcome. I'm Jasmine, and I'm a painter. I'm ready to work on this tiny little painting.
She just got done with a big one.
Just
Now she's
finished
working
the
on a
big
tiny
painting,
one.
Now working on a little painting. See if I can zoom the sun.
You know what we need to do?
What's that?
We need to snag a kitty cat.
Oh my gosh, we do.
Oh, okay. I see Sunshine. Has it been a
Oh,
while
do
since
you?
you?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't had sunshine for the last couple.
Her ears turned when I said her name.
Aw.
I'm gonna grab Sunshine.
Okay.
And we'll have a little kitty cat time.
Sounds good.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Oh, Sunshine. Sunshine.
Oh, she looks sleepy. Was she sleeping? My baby. Who's my baby?
I give her 100 kisses.
Oh, 100 kisses for Sunshine. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Oh, where's my baby? Here's baby. Where's my baby? Oh, you sweet little squirrel. She's had a rough day. She's been being mean to that raccoon through the window. That raccoon makes her so mad. She'll growl and she'll hiss.
We love Sunshine.
Yes, we do. Will you go up there, baby? She's closeting me.
That's our little oh. That's our little Sunshine. She's a tiny little sprite of a
Aw.
cat.
She is. She's about the size of a squirrel.
Hey
Now, how
Phoebe,
much
it's
does
an
she weigh?
exclamation
She's quite
raffle. You typed in taffle. It's the
Taffle
maybe
again?
should I change it to taffle? There's
We
been
should
a
just
few
change it
people
to
who've been
taffle.
typed in taffle today.
There's Taffel.
I like the word taffel.
T-A-F-E-L is German for table.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's good, Jasmine.
Taffel. Teufel in German with EU is a
Devil.
German for devil.
I know this because you told me something like that when we were by a church. A kirka.
You know me. Yeah.
We're Nick.
By a kirka.
Yeah, and there was there's a spot where the devil stomped his hoof.
At the Marienkirche, at the Frauenkirche at Marienplatz in Munich.
Yeah, somewhere in Munich.
In the hallway, in the vestibule of the church, at the Frauenkirche, you can see the devil's hoof print.
Tell us a story. Why is all that happening there?
I forget why that.
He's jealous.
He was angry. Somebody had made a bet with the devil. It was architecturally based about whether or not they could make windows of a certain size and still have light inside the building, I believe.
Yeah, and apparently it pissed off the devil and he stomped his hoof.
The devil was very angry, so he stomped his foot so much it made a footprint in the ground. It just looks like a regular footprint, though. It doesn't look like a hoof. Kind of looks like a cartoon footprint.
I know.
I don't really think it's the devil.
Keeping Up with Kieran is now following. I wonder who that is.
Well, it's probably our UK friend. Kieran.
It's the new hit show on ABC, Keeping Up with the Kieran. It's like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah, the Kieran.
Kardashians, not Kardashians.
Kardashians are the critters on Star Trek. Yeah. Anyways, I think this was based on the same sketch I did for Bright Candles Burn Fast, which is why there's a little flower in here. It's like I started making this one blue with kind of little daisies.
Howdy, Keeping Up with Kieran.
Howdy.
Oh, are you not our other Kieran?
It's a different Kieran.
Huh.
It's a common name, love.
I don't know from Kieran.
I've known several Kierans. I've known some Kierans that were male and some that were female Kierans.
Oh, it's an Aussie.
Oh, hey. So is it tomorrow there?
Is it tomorrow or is it yesterday?
I don't. It's tomorrow.
Let me ask you: is it tomorrow or yesterday? They're keeping up.
There.
Is Doc Brown with you?
Hey, you know who's going there? Is Emma. Emma's doing a tour of Australia.
It is today in Australia.
It is today in Australia. I figured.
I'm Kieran UK.
Hey.
Okay, so we have two Kierans. Yay!
We have.
It confused me.
Kierans.
I get confused when I have two friends with the same name.
Think how many Matts there are. Weren't you just saying?
Yeah, we have to change our names, otherwise we get confused.
Class.
And Lisa says it's tomorrow there.
It's tomorrow.
Wait, is it like that? Is it like Groundhog Day?
It's like Groundhog Day in Australia.
Or is it like the movie Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise?
All you
and
need is
Emily Blunt. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Luckily, there is only one of me, says Leela. There are 17 of me, exactly.
17 Matts?
Yes. So it is yesterday there in America. Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So they can tell us what stocks to buy.
That means all our fruit's gone bad.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Hey, but the Beatles wrote a song about us.
Yesterday?
So we have that going.
Or America?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
America's another band.
Mm-hmm. I know.
With a lot of British members, right?
Some of them are British, yeah.
Yeah, and they traveled to California a lot or something.
Yeah.
I forget. Your sister knows the history.
Yes. Well, she'll probably recite it again sometime in the next week and a half.
I'm sure she will. All I have to do is say, "Hey, Kachina, what's up with that band?" And then she'll go on for hours and hours and hours.
History and how it relates to Steve Winwood.
Well, we love Australians in this room.
Yes.
We find you to be a superior folk.
I love Australians.
Not weighed down with the sins of America. You are a free country.
Well, they are our colonial sibling.
Oh, yes, they are. You guys were. I promise, no matter what you guys were told, you were not founded by a bunch of criminals.
Oh. Yeah.
Blob Help says Guns N' Roses have a song called "Yesterday" too. Yeah, I don't pay attention to those guys, Blob.
We were talking about Axl Rose last time. Oh, because we were talking about my stepdad's name was Bill Bailey.
Oh, there we go. My screen just kind of froze a little.
Uh-oh.
But that's my computer itself.
Our internet was down again today.
No way.
Yep, until about 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, see, we get up too early.
I know.
That's because no one's going to complain at 5:30 in the morning.
I guess you're right. Nobody but me.
Love this painting you're working on, says
Oh,
Mary
thank
Kay.
you.
Well, gosh, Mary Kay, I think that I'm not sure when, but Jasmine will probably eventually have this one up on eBay.
I will put it up on eBay.
And is that some sort of what flower is that there?
It's just kind of a little daisy. It's
daisy.
when I did the full scale version of this character, I put her in the Bright Candles Burn Fast, and she's got just kind of like a posy that she's picking the petals off of.
Oh, like a he loves me not sort of
Yeah,
thing?
or like she's making wishes and you get yes or no. Yeah. I guess that's the same game, isn't it? Like you ask a question, and if it's odd, it's yes, and even it's no, etc.
I guess so. Yeah, even it's really even or odd.
Any of that. Huh?
It's really even or odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You can work to your friend's favor.
Yeah, because you can change the lyrics.
And you can change the pace and how the syllables. I picked the very best one, and you are it or you are not it.
Yeah, you can just
immediately changes the person.
And there you go. Pointless game.
Pointless.
Should all give up now.
What is the size of the piece? These
here.
are squares, Jasmine. What size is the square?
Yeah, these are square pieces of wood. They're 3 inches by 3 inches square, and they're, I think, 3/4 of an inch deep. With mine, I paint the sides black, and we put a sawtooth hanger on the back so you can pop it just on a nail on the wall. And I always paint the sides black after I paint the front too, because they get all messy, but I make them look nice. And I varnish them, and then I put them up on eBay so people can buy them.
Yep. It's not just a showcase up there. It's
Well, I used to only have them at live shows, but then of course there weren't any live events. Well,
yeah, that's kind of messed everything up, hasn't it?
That kind of changed how we did things, and I still want to paint little paintings, so decided to just put them on eBay.
But between Twitch and constant releases,
oh yeah,
we've done a pretty good job, I think.
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
I mean, I don't know what else we could do
during COVID. Really, yeah.
I don't know what else we could do.
No, we did good.
But yeah, Mary Kay, if you're interested in these pieces,
yeah,
let me put up that link again.
Put the link again. Definitely follow me up at eBay. I usually put a couple up each week of these little ones here. I started them off at a penny, and sometimes they go for thousands of dollars. Sometimes they go for a few $100s. If they went for a penny, I'd still mail it. But they probably won't go for a penny. Hopefully we'll be doing some live shows soon too. MegaCon for sure.
MegaCon for sure.
DragonCon for sure.
Yep.
Kansas City Renaissance Festival for sure. Pop Gallery for sure, but I don't know the date yet. And probably some Disney stuff for sure, but don't know dates yet on Disney stuff in general. Other than Festival of the Arts, and can't talk about that till like January. But I'm working on a couple pieces for Festival of the Arts that you guys will be able to see next year at Disney World. Now that we have the additional studio space in Long Beach, California, hopefully I'll be doing more of the Disney California events out there too. That'll make it a lot easier for us. Don't have to stay at the Disneyland Hotel every time.
So for those of you who live in, like, let's say, northern Montana, you can travel to California to see us.
Yes, yeah.
The very, very densely populated area of
people
northern
on the East
Montana.
Coast can see me when I'm here in Florida.
You bet.
And people in the Midwest can come see me in Kansas at the Renaissance
But in
Festival.
general, we may have opportunities to do other shows.
Yes.
More shows.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
This coming year, 2022, I'll be doing a lot more live shows.
We'll talk about that
different
more
areas
in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you want to see Jasmine the chances are she'll be coming close to you if you're in the States.
Yeah.
Actually, Australians, if you're still in the room,
Yeah.
we are. Jasmine and I have been talking more and more how we're going to make that happen someday.
Yeah, Australia.
We just don't know what city would be good or where we would be hosted the best.
Yeah.
So if any of you Australians have any ideas, where is your best like Comic-Con, for example?
Or if any
what
of
city
you,
is the best to
if
do?
If anybody there is involved in event promotion or works for any of the conventions, contact us. We can put you in contact with
some people we know.
With my booking agent, and they can arrange to have me be a guest, and then I can come to Australia. I would love that. Especially now we can start traveling again.
Yeah, what are other countries would you like to do?
Oh golly, I'd like to do. Well, I'm always sad I missed that one event in Italy that I was supposed to go to.
That was awful.
And then the flights were canceled for the next like 3 days, so I didn't get to go to Italy at all. That was sad. So I'd like to go to Italy. I would like to do some other ones in Europe. That would be fun. I'd love to do one of the there are a couple conventions that happen in South Africa. I'd love to do either one of those, because that'd be a great excuse to get you out there too. So you haven't been there.
I have not.
I know there's a big one in Puerto Rico. There's a Comic-Con that I've been invited to as a guest almost every year.
Yeah.
And I always thought that would be kind of fun.
That's in San Juan, I think.
In San Juan, yeah. If we could arrange that sometime.
But besides that, we're domestically.
Oh, domestically.
Jasmine potentially will have a lot more.
Yes, I'll be doing
next
a lot
year.
of touring in 2022 after my show in January.
Yeah, the key is after the show.
Yeah, after the show in
that
January.
Is a tremendous amount of work.
A lot of conventions and things in the United States and throughout the world. That is the plan, at least assuming there isn't any kind of crazy plague going on or whatever.
Let's hope we don't get any sort of round 2 thing going on.
Yeah.
Or a meteor.
He'll take a meteor.
Or aliens.
Aliens, that'd be fun.
Speaking of South Africa, wasn't there a
What?
trip you were going to take invited fans to Africa, or am I imagining things?
Yes, it was all canceled due to illness, but yes, maybe we'll be able to start planning something like that again.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. That would be
camera
fun.
froze, brah.
Oh.
Thank you, Tigger.
Yeah, I keep thinking about Africa. My phone was showing me memories, but it was showing me ones from Mexico, Maddie, from like a few years, 6 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, thanks for that, Tigger. Yeah, if you guys notice that I haven't noticed that the camera is frozen on.
I don't see the TV.
Let me know.
myself, So I don't
and to reset it, I just kind of have to replace the
push a
screen.
button.
And then, because I've made it so the camera resets itself
Oh.
every time it comes back on.
Oh, okay. That's clever. But yeah, I'll be making a post more about the studio in Long Beach and how we're going to be setting it up for additional live streaming, which should be pretty cool up at Twitch. And I'll be doing a lot of my works in progress for the Corey Halford Gallery out there too. Should be neat. I'll be posting about that on Patreon probably tomorrow.
So, does the studio have a lot of space? in it?
Yes. Well, kind of. It's not huge, but it's big enough for my art stuff. I've got kind of 3 different art making areas in it.
Nice.
It is very, very nice.
Elhurt says, that is my ultimate bucket list trip, a safari and the pyramids.
Ooh.
I know 2 different places, but same continent.
Same continent. Surely is, yeah. I'd like
Well,
to go to Egypt. I've been to 6
yeah.
countries in Africa, but I've never been to Egypt.
Africa's a huge landmass.
Africa's
It has
enormous.
varied climate and terra and
Politics.
and all sorts of things. So, and it's
This one's turning out pretty.
what many scholars between northern Africa and India, they say that's basically where we where we turned into people
The cradle of civilization.
and started from there.
Sure did.
And just spread out or stayed, invented concepts like zero or pyramids.
It's true. This is a nice little painting. I like this one. In the springtime. Hey, can we read one of your awful stories?
Yeah. Do you want to do that in 7 minutes, or do you want to do it now? We usually do it at 4:30.
Oh, I didn't know there was a time we usually did it.
Would you guys like to hear an awful story?
I'd like to hear an awful.
A horrible and terrible story?
Yes.
From Charles Berlitz.
As curated by Charles.
As we call him in the house, we call him Chucky B.
No, we don't.
One of Chucky B's...
call him Uncle Charlie. No, we don't.
One of Chucky B's strange stories there?
No.
Alright. Let's see. Jasmine gets to pick the story.
Yay.
Make it one we haven't done before.
Okay. We can't always be pitchfork twitch. Okay. So, we've got our awful bust, and I will pick a story. I like your quote here. Behind the tides of time and space, strange fish are swimming. It's not attributed to anybody. It's just a random sentence.
Show it to the camera. That's weird.
Good thing to remember, folks.
That sounds like something you'd say.
Mm-hmm. It does, doesn't it?
I don't like
That's
this
why
book
I like
anymore.
it. I like this side. We're going with Kangaroo Monster. Page 114. In honor of our Australian fan. Huh, I don't think so.
What page is it?
114.
Okay. Let me turn now.
Since we're hoping to go to Australia sometime.
Kangaroo Monster.
Kangaroo Monster. Just tell me there's a cryptid there and I'll visit anywhere.
Alright. It's time.
Okay, Maddie.
For the Kangaroo Monster.
I knew it would happen eventually.
Alright, guys. Kangaroo Monster coming your way. Okay. The Kangaroo Monster. It was as fast as lightning and looked like a giant kangaroo running and leaping across the field, the Reverend W.J. Hancock said. Frank Cobb, who also saw it, said it didn't look like anything he'd ever seen. Although in some ways it resembled a kangaroo.
Really?
Kangaroos, which are not native to Tennessee, are unaggressive, herbivorous animals. But this beast was a killer. In January 1934, the creature was terrorizing the tiny community of Hamburg, Tennessee.
Hamburg, Tennessee.
And had already killed and partially devoured several German Shepherd dogs.
Aww.
When the creature visited the Henry Ashmore farm on January 12th, it left 5 clawed tracks the size of a big man's hand. Will Patton saw the thing and chased it away. The next day he found a partially eaten dog in his yard.
Ew! Why is it eating people's dogs? That's
I don't
sad.
know.
I don't like that.
The creature was also killing geese and chickens. And as armed parties searched for it without success, panic set in. A.B. Russell, chief of police by nearby South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, tried to defuse the hysteria, calling it superstition started by a mad dog. But those who had seen it knew better. They said it was huge, weighing at least 150 pounds,
wow,
and incredibly agile, able to leap fences and other hurdles with ease.
That's a kangaroo?
It ranged between South Pittsburgh and Signal Mountain, which meant that to get around it, it had to cross 2 mountain ranges and 2 rivers. Finally, a bobcat was shot and killed on Signal Mountain on January 29th, 13 days after the creature's last appearance.
Well, why did they not think it was the bobcat? How's that a kangaroo?
The authorities and the newspapers declared that the mystery had been solved, but witnesses resolutely rejected that explanation. What they had seen, they said, was a large and kangaroo-like creature. The monster was never seen again, and it had never been satisfactorily identified or explained.
It was the bobcat. I could see people seeing a bobcat and think it was a kangaroo. You know how they sit? They kind of sit like a doggy.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what it was.
A bobcat. That's not very much of a mystery.
I think it was a carnivorous kangaroo.
I don't think it was a carnivorous kangaroo.
I do.
Bobcats will kill a dog. It was probably a bobcat.
150-pound bobcat? Not on my watch.
No, not usually. They might weigh 100 pounds.
No. Bobcat's little.
Oh, a bobcat. I'm thinking of a mountain lion. Yeah.
Tigger said
No.
Godzilla. Godzilla weighs 150 million tons.
No, bobcat can weigh like 40 pounds. Oh, can it?
I'll see. Let me search bobcat,
We
guys.
saw a bobcat at Disney Springs walking down the sidewalk.
Bobcat weight range according to Google.com. It's a website I found out about.
I've heard about it.
Adult males can range in weight from 14 to whopping 40 pounds,
I said
Jasmine.
40. Did I not say 40?
Oh, I thought you said 150.
I said 40.
Females weigh from 8.8 to 33.7
Oh, that's
pounds,
quite big.
with an average of 15 pounds. The largest bobcat was 49 pounds, although unverified reports have them reaching 60 pounds. That's a one fat bobcat.
That's big.
That's a bobcat that needs
But I told
to
you
watch
it
its
could be
waist
40
there.
pounds, and it's recorded too for the archive. If you don't believe.
So what do you guys think?
I think it was a bobcat.
You guys think it was a bobcat?
And the attack stopped after they got the bobcat.
150. They thought it looked like a kangaroo and weighed 150 pounds.
Bobcat. Okay, do you remember when we saw the bobcat at Disney Springs? How everybody couldn't agree what it was.
They
We
thought it was a dog.
A dog. Yeah. It was obviously a bobcat.
Yeah, it looked like Mama Wolf. Looked like Mama
It
Wolf
did look
if
like Mama
it was like a
Wolf.
big old husky Mama Wolf, which would probably be
Which is not
about
a
right
husky
if it was
or a wolf, but a cat we used to have named
Be
Mama Wolf.
be about 20 pounds, 25 pounds. It was it was cute.
Oh, he was beautiful. I loved him.
The reason bobcats don't weigh that much is because they don't have much of a tail.
Well,
and tails-
that's not true.
Tails are the densest part of a cat.
That's not true. You're BSing. The
Each-
tails are not very big, or not. They don't weigh very much.
Each tail weighs about 50 pounds.
I
on a
like
cat.
the Japanese bobcats, the bobtail cats that live in Japan. They're just domestic house cats that don't grow tails very much. They have like a tiny little stump, like maybe 2 or 3 inches of tail.
Tigger says panther or puma. A panther or a puma are the same thing, I believe.
They are the same thing. They're both colloquial terms for 'em, as is mountain lion, as is cougar,
As is
catamount.
catamount.
Catamount is my favorite. I hardly ever hear it, but catamount
I hear
can
it
be-
constantly.
That's because I use the phrase overly much.
Out at my grandmother's, there are bunches of bobcats out there.
Aww.
I love your grandma now, Luna Star, and I want to
love
go live with her.
bobcats.
She
I
sounds
was
awesome.
I was a Boone bobcat. I went to Boone Elementary School, and our team was the Bobcats, I guess. We didn't really have a team. That's what the kids were, cats. I don't know. It was never explained accurately.
Wow, we have 111 people on the Tuesday.
Hey, for heaven's sake, hi everybody. But yeah, we're gonna keep making sure, even though we'll be traveling back and forth between California and Florida more often, that we keep doing our Twitch broadcasts. And some of them we'll be doing from California, so that should be pretty interesting. We might be mixing it up a little bit, which days of the week. Some of the times we might do shorter episodes, we might do longer episodes, but we'll try to keep it pretty consistent. As always, I post up at Patreon to let everybody know. And we always put the next scheduled broadcast on the landing page on my Twitch channel.
Yeah, I updated it.
Yeah, it says next broadcast. And it says when it-
3 at
So like our next broadcast now would be next
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Oh, hey, Senel.
Hey.
Senel Valen.
Howdy.
Made it for some of it.
Yay.
You know,
Yeah,
it
we'll
was
be on another half hour. So.
it was between a California studio or a pet monkey.
Yeah.
So we chose. I mean, I wanted the pet monkey, and I tried,
The
longest
studio
time,
is more practical.
but Jasmine said no to the pet monkey, and we got the California studio instead. That's okay. I can get I can get a stuffed animal monkey. Not a stuffed monkey, but one of the cute toys from the store.
Yeah, that's a more responsible choice anyway.
So I'll
Besides,
get that
we already have Sunshine.
It's true.
And she travels. She'll come to the other studio too.
But I will let the raccoons in.
Oh, I will too. You know,
because they are very monkey-like.
They are kind of kitty cat monkeys, aren't they?
Luna says, my grandmother has cats she takes care of, and a baby bobcat walked up my grandma and told it if it was hungry, then get up here and eat with the other cats, and it did.
Oh!
And I think it was scared of my grandmother. That's adorable.
That is wonderful. That's just marvelous. Aw.
Auntie Corylus says, oh, I'm so delighted this popped up on my recommendations when I opened Twitch during lunch.
Aw, happy to have you here.
I love your work, but it hasn't been popping up on my social media lately, and I've been missing it. You know, if it's Facebook, that's just how Facebook is now. It's silly. Her next comment is silly social media algorithms. Yep.
I know. It's
Ain't
like
that dumb?
sometimes I think I'm like, wow, I wonder if so-and-so is still making music or still making artwork. I haven't heard from them for ages. And then I look at their page and they post every day and I'm like, I just haven't seen it. But Facebook's bad.
Yeah, that's why it's
it's
really good to follow this room. Yeah. Because then you'll see when we're live.
Yeah. Or even better, follow me on Patreon. And then you see all my posts and it even emails you if you want it to. It's very handy.
It's very, very true.
And there's no ads, and it costs $1.
Yeah, it's the social media that actually pays us.
Yes, as opposed to me having to pay Facebook all the time.
Is it getting windy outside?
Yes, it is. Is it? I saw in the forecast it showed thunderstorms like every day.
Joan says, just came over from Lisa's stream, and I love your work. Well, Lisa's a sweetie for sending you over, and we thank her.
Thank you very much.
Michelle says, I saw people on TikTok saying, where's Jasmine with a hashtag? Oh.
Me?
Yeah. Jasmine needs to probably eventually get on TikTok. I'm going to do more TikTok stuff myself. Hey, where's Glinda in the room? She was doing TikTok. I don't think she's here today. But she knows a lot about TikTok, and she was making a coffee video and stuff.
Were they wondering why I wasn't on TikTok? Or
I think I don't know. Or maybe you're saying, where are you in general?
Oh.
Dropped a follow while it was still on the ad, LOL. Oh, thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.
Auntie Corylus. Sounds like a book character's name.
It does. That's a nice name.
There is an easy fix for people not seeing Facebook posts. Turn on all notifications. Back on in traffic in Orlando to Tampa. Sorry, Kaylee.
That's some traffic, man.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, you're going to have to head past a Reunion. That's where a lot of the traffic jam is. I apologize. I'm going to be in it soon enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes know a back way that's good. I need to get that scooter, man.
You do. And then you're going to want
Oh, God, these eyes are beautiful.
What's that?
Hey, everybody, look at the eyes that Jasmine's painting.
Oh, in my picture?
Aren't those gorgeous? My gosh.
Thank you very much, baby. This is a lovely little painting.
Yeah, I love it.
I like how she's turned.
It's very, very extra good.
I have a lot of fun with these little tiny treasures. When I work on them, too, I often think about how I might use some of the same characters to do larger paintings. They're kind of like a way I can do a sketch.
Facebook keeps changing their algorithm, says Kieran.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah. Grinchy says, my son brought a cat home from California.
Oh.
He has a stubby tail. He was in a feral colony. Aw.
Kitties of the world.
Poor little kitties. Sunshine's been a naughty climber today.
Yeah, I know. She was behind that computer monitor being all ratty.
Oh, I think you need a gammy.
Oh, yeah. Bring over Gammy. Why the hell not?
You guys want to? You guys. Some of you are new to the room.
Yeah.
So I want you to see Fat Gammy.
One of our 3 rescue kitties.
Sentinel Valen says it's what made me fall in love with her work. Well, in all her Alice.
Aw,
the pretty eyes.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna show Gamera. Gamera has beautiful eyes. Gamera, I'll try. She's very, very cross-eyed.
Sometimes she straightens them though.
She does, yeah. But she's a tortoiseshell. She's one of our 3 kitties. They're all feral rescues. Gamera is often very mean and bitey, but she's usually a sweetheart. She's very big.
She is a fat rat of a thing. Oh, got her okay?
Yeah. Oh, there's a baby. Ouch, ouch. Look at Gamera. Oh, it's my baby.
See, her eyes almost look kind of look straight.
straight.
Well, they're...
They don't usually go very straight. That's okay. That's okay. She also doesn't see very well.
But sometimes they're horribly.
Yeah, sometimes they're very
I think that the muscles are weak in them.
Yeah, it doesn't bother some cats to be cross-eyed at all, but Gamera has very impaired vision. Ouch. She's got claws in my neck too, baby. Hey. Don't bite me. I was just saying how good you were. Okay, never mind. You want to sit here by me? She hissed me. She hissed at me and I wasn't doing anything. And she did it, not me. Oh.
She is a horrible creature.
We love her.
You like that, Gamera pal? Pow! And the kitty that you don't ever get to see is little tiny Rio, and she's just a little tiny
yeah, Tig Rio, or we call her Rio mostly. She's a big silver scaredy cat. She's the most feral still of the feral kitties. But she's very sweet. She just gets very frightened, so we don't chase her around very much to pick her up. She'll climb on top of me at nighttime though and get cozy on the bed.
Hey, Miss Red Stilettos, it's nice to see you.
Hey.
Amy just kind of bit my foot.
Yeah, she bit me when she was over here too.
She bit your foot when we were having lunch.
Yeah, I know.
Was that your foot?
When we're having lunch, she bit me on my foot, right on my foot.
Oh.
It's awful. Right on the bone.
Guys, we're watching, it's,
Dirty John Season 2.
We're watching Dirty John Season 2 with Christian Slater.
Yes.
Has anyone in the room seen that? It's good.
It is good.
We've got 1 episode left. Dirty John Season 2. I think it was
story
originally
of,
on USA.
Of Betty, God, what's her last name? I know any other time.
Broderick?
Yeah, Betty Broderick, yeah. It's a dramatized version.
Yeah, she shoots her husband.
Christian Slater and...
Ex-husband. She shoots her ex-husband.
Her ex-husband and his new wife.
And his new wife. But it, like, happens in the 80s.
Yeah,
so it's okay to talk
story.
about.
Yeah, I know, it's sad,
but yeah, I recommend it. We ended.
I like Christian Slater.
We're dum-dums. We ended up paying for it on Prime, but we wanted to see it because we've been waiting for it for a long time.
It's unrelated to season 1. It's a completely different story, of course.
Yeah, season 1 is good too.
Season 1 is a true story.
Season
also.
1, yeah. I think you can watch that on Netflix.
Yeah, that was on Netflix.
And that's pretty good too. That has the girl from Ozark in it.
Yes, it does.
The one that lives in the trailer.
She's a good actress.
She's great in it, but I don't.
She's wasted on.
She is wasted. Yeah, her acting ability is stellar in Ozark.
Ozark is good. Hey, is there new Ozarks coming out?
Probably not for a while. I don't know when they could have made those episodes.
Well, I didn't know how new they were when we watched those.
But yeah, I really enjoyed Ozark during the pandemic. That was one of the 400 shows we watched during the pandemic.
Yeah, I liked Ozark.
Yeah, I mean,
not just because I'm from
yay
Missouri.
For streaming things, right?
Yeah.
Someday we'll refer to the pandemic as back in the day.
Yeah. We could call it something else.
Back in the day, Jasmine.
The pandemic. The pandemic. I wonder what they will call it. Like how there was the Great Depression or... Maybe they'll just say pandemic. We haven't had a lot of big pandemics.
Yeah. Do you watch Handmaid's Tale? I have not.
Do we watch what?
The Handmaid's Tale.
I have not. I know
Margaret Atwood's masterpiece brought to film.
Oh, yeah, I know the book, but I have
Okay.
not seen the show.
I just like to say things like that. I don't know why.
You're you're a big Margaret Atwood fan, but you've never seen or read nothing of her stuff.
No, I just
Okay.
know that it's Margaret Atwood's masterpiece brought to film.
Okay. Is it filmed, though?
Yeah, sure. It's digital.
Digital download.
Digital streaming.
Digital streaming.
Hey, Margaret
Doesn't
Atwood
have
is
to
a
say.
big proponent of free speech and whatnot.
I bet
So-
she is. That's good. It's hard to not be a proponent of free speech, isn't it? Are you anti-free speech?
I am not. No. Me?
Who even claims to be anti-free speech? I don't know.
People that like to
Censors?
censor stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. I couldn't imagine taking
People that
identity in that.
have a beef with something and it really doesn't, I don't know, have anything to do with, they may have like a religious belief that may, or a way things ought to be belief that could affect that. I mean, you and I are...
Oh, I'm an artist. Don't ask artists about censorship.
Yeah, you and I are like a childless couple. Our ideas are probably going to be pretty loose about what should be. I mean, I don't have strong opinions about it. That's the problem. I have strong opinions about people trying to make it a certain way. That upsets me. But yeah, an artist shouldn't be like that.
No.
People in the art shouldn't be.
No.
I mean, we're creative types around here.
Yeah.
We don't make a lot of rules. If you're a creative type and you make a rule, you're selling yourself short. And get out of that.
Probably a teacher. No, just kidding. Actually, some teachers are pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, when I was little, I was taught talking a certain way or doing something wrong would send you to hell.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to save everybody and you think that really is going to happen, you try to censor them so it won't happen to a whole population. Hell's Bell says, I'm so sorry I have to go. I'm exhausted and in a lot of pain.
Oh no.
I need my bed. Good night. Night, Helen.
Night, night.
I'll let you know if you win.
Soon. Matt says he'll let you know if you win.
Just because you're my friend.
Everybody else we won't, but
No, seriously. If Helen wins, I'll let her know.
Yeah.
She likes the Tinks. She talks about
Yeah,
Tinks.
I know. If she won,
I think she has this one,
Tinkerbell.
but she talks about the Tinks.
Well, if she has a duplicate one, then she can keep it for trading leverage in the future when there's even less of them. They're already from 15 years ago. They're probably hard to find now.
Oh, you're welcome, Helen.
Put another flower here.
So I've heard that the drive across the country of Australia is quite an undertaking.
Some places you can't drive all the way.
That's
across.
like Mad Max stuff.
Yeah, I assume that's Mad Max stuff. I've seen that train that goes straight for like 2 days without having to move.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's in Australia. There's one like that in Russia also. Sorry, I know I talk about trains too much.
No, you haven't talked about trains yet.
Okay. Phew.
Hey, aren't they? They're gonna have the Olympics 1 year in the LA area. What's going on with that?
In 2028, they're supposed to.
2028, they're having the Olympics in LA.
Unless they scooted things around because of COVID. I know they had to delay the one that was in Japan. I don't know, but yeah, it's supposed to be 2028 in Los Angeles.
My point is, they're building a lot more light rail, monorail. What are they building?
Oh yeah, they are in Los Angeles. They're building their light rail still, but right now I've been keeping track on their APM, the automated people mover that they're putting in starting at LAX. I'm curious how that's going to work. But I think they're trying to up their game public transport wise before 2028 when the Olympics come out. The some of the outdoor events are actually happening in Long Beach. They're building a some sort of arena there.
Jeez.
So they're going to have the light rail go from downtown to Long Beach. They have one route that it does now already. So there'll be more of that.
Auntie Corliss says they have to go.
Okay.
I was just at a quick lunch. I was just at a quick lunch.
Aw.
But now I know you're on Twitch. I'll have to take a look at your schedule for future streams.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
See you next time.
See you next time. Well, next week, same time.
Next week is Tuesday also. Yeah. We'll be here in Florida.
Yeah, we got family coming.
We got family coming to Florida. Again. Had a lot of family in town.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 4th group of family members we've had.
Something like
I
that.
think it is, yeah. In like as many weeks.
Yeah, I gotta make sure everything's ready for them.
Well, hey, and I've gotten to see a lot of my Kansas City family this way without having to go to Kansas City. They've all come to Florida.
Yay! Which is my side goal. One of the good things about Kansas City, though, is I know my way around.
That's the best you can come up with. For Kansas City.
Dude!
Oh, okay.
Well, I go to other, there's Kansas City people in the room.
I don't know my way around Kansas City very well.
You kind of do.
I know my way better around a lot of other places. I know my way around London better.
I know how to get to I know how to follow directions.
Well, I can follow directions.
No, you don't. Hey, Michelle, you don't get the couch in Kansas City.
Well, we have a big couch and a futon in Kansas City.
That's actually really comfy.
In the Renfrew house.
That couch is really comfy, actually. I miss it.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I bet there's so much dust in that place.
Mom said that they went over and tidied it.
They probably found my stash.
Oh.
Stash of what?
Oh.
Mouses.
Aw.
I have a mouse stash.
Moose?
My moose stash?
But no, she tidied up with, I think Ellie was helping or something. Somebody was helping her.
Did Ellie use her mop?
Her little mop? Yes!
Okay, so...
Oh my gosh!
When we first built that structure, Jasmine's studio with
in Kansas
kitchen,
City.
bathroom, and bedroom attached, very functional for its size.
Yeah, it's not big. This is my Kansas studio, not the Renfrew house in Kansas.
After they did the wood floors in there, you know, the builders clean up as much as builders do, and Jasmine's mother and Jasmine's father-in-law were cleaning, and they invited the children, Ellie and Theo, that were very little at the time. I think they were like 4 and 2 or 5 and 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Ellie was like
Ellie had a mop that was obviously a toy mop.
Yeah.
And she thought she was helping.
Oh, she was.
And about a month after we were there, Theo said flippantly when we were talking about, "Hey, thanks for cleaning the floors, kids." And Theo says, "Well, Ellie just used a toy." Ellie said, "It's not a toy." She had like a something inside of her. I don't know what it was, but it scared me.
Anger that burns in my heart. She's my niece.
Yeah, and she looked at Theo. She's like, "It's not a toy."
Yeah.
And I thought she was gonna like go full on Reagan from The Exorcist and like twist her head around and throw up green pea soup. But my God, was she upset?
We're gonna see her.
Any painting with dogs?
Yeah, I've painted.
Oh, I thought you meant like, do dogs help you paint? Like Jasmine has help.
Like a helper, support dog. But no. Yeah, I've certainly painted quite a few dogs. And a lot of wolves. Yeah, I've painted a lot. If you look up at Strangeling.com, there's numerous doggies I've painted.
Just check out the website.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Done some statues with dogs.
I think that's what it is. Or is it
There's one statue they did was really cute with a little pug.
There you go.
Little pug pixie. Like that one.
Remember when the puppy came to the back door and you were painting the Chihuahua?
Yes, I was painting a Chihuahua, and a Chihuahua came in our back garden and came up to my studio door. So
it's a really strange story.
It was really weird.
Jasmine found the Chihuahua.
It came up right to the back door, which is our courtyard is gated.
Yeah. So Jasmine got on her Facebook.
Yeah, I posted up on Facebook. I was like, hey, dogs.
Does anyone know this chihuahua? And she just someone happened to know whose dog that was.
Yes. Somebody who didn't even live here, which was weird.
So I took the dog back to the lady that it belonged to.
Yeah.
Who, thank God, because that lady is a shut-in.
Yeah.
And she kind of has that dog's her friend.
Yeah, that's her companion dog. So, yeah, I'm glad I found the doggy.
Leela says Nigel has the Pug Pixie figurine.
Aww,
that's a cute one.
That is cute.
I like that one.
But it was so funny because it was the same type of Chihuahua that came while I was painting portraits.
Yep, that was weird.
It was so
because
weird.
a Chihuahua never came to the door before.
I've never had a dog in
our
first time you it's all fenced in. It's a courtyard. It's like got a privacy fence around it. So there's not usually. Yeah, there's never been a stray dog back
And there's pixie dogs. That's a good painting. All sorts of wolves.
Yeah. I should paint a dachshund. I get asked for that one a lot. A series of figurines that had Yorkies in them. I painted a couple of Chihuahuas. Some of the faces of fairy. A lot of the faces of fairy have dogs. There's some with Yorkies. There's one with a pit bull. There are some that are portraits of people's specific dogs that are in faces of fairy.
Yes.
But those they could be some mix of whatever their dog was, and it's just a portrait of their dog. But the dog breeds are one of those things that's like there's so many of them. I could probably spend the rest of my life doing one painting for each dog breed.
Oh, I remember back in the day when you did commissions a lot more. You had more time. You weren't. You didn't have companies demanding things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not doing Disney.
It's the people
stuff.
like this dog. It was a lot of pet things.
Yeah, people often like portraits of their pets.
Yeah, with
even now,
a Jasmine
when
girl.
I'll sometimes do little custom mini paintings on Patreon and stuff. And
yeah, I like little vampire chihuahua though.
Little vampire chihuahua. Yeah. That one was cute.
Chihuahuas are cute.
I love chihuahuas. I love all the doggies in the world.
Is there I think that's where there's a dog beach in Long Beach, right?
Rosie's Dog Beach is there.
That sounds cool.
Next to Belmont Kite Beach. Yeah.
Glenda says, I have twin chihuahuas.
Aww, that's lovely.
What are their names? Do they rhyme? I like hearing animal pets' names.
I do too. People are often more creative with their names of their pets than they are with the names of their children. So
that depends on the people.
Sometimes they're the same if you're like my sister Kachina.
Jack Russell, black with black spots. Jack and Jill. Aww.
Aw, that's precious.
Oh yeah, they're Jack Russell Chihuahuas. That's crazy cool.
Darling.
I love Jack Russells.
Oh, I do too.
They're like the sunshine of doggies.
I love all doggies. Little terriers are little honeys.
Yeah, they're just so
Dad always
alert.
has Great Danes, which are just huge.
Yeah, your dad loves the Great Danes.
Those would have been like that kangaroo monster. They'll weigh like 150 pounds.
White with black spots, and they have black masks. Oh, that's precious.
Aww. That sounds darling. I always liked Wishbone, the little doggy on PBS.
Oh my god.
He was
I
so
cry
cute.
over how
he had little
cute
whiskers.
he is. My god.
Oh, this little tiny treasure is turning out quite lovely.
I used to have a Great Dane. She was the best, says Rachel. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is gorgeous.
Thank you. I'll show the other one that I had done. It was some kind of mermaid study with a bright light. This one I'll be putting up.
Oh, they spin for treats.
What's that?
They spin for treats.
They spin?
You know how doggies spin?
Oh, yes, like they chase their tail.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh,
that is so sweet.
Aw. So here's one.
Oh, I like her too.
Yeah. Where's the one? I had the one with the stars. I'll show you too. This one's neat. She's got little stars and they kind of reflect up in her eyes. I've been working on a lot of these lately.
Oh yeah.
Eventually I'll put them all up on eBay. I like her eyes a lot. I've been putting a lot more little kind of, almost like little landscapes in the reflections in their eyes.
2 minutes.
Oh, until Tinkerbell?
Yep, and you know what? I'm so happy because I'm tired.
Oh, poor Manny. Yeah, for those who did not hear earlier, we are just doing a 2-hour broadcast today. We've got to pack up a bunch of stuff after this broadcast, but we will be back next Tuesday. And then we will be doing some broadcasts from California, some from Florida, and some combination of both. So stay tuned. I'll be posting more on Patreon about the California studio and how we're going to be setting that up and why it is interesting to Patreon people. And here is Tinkerbell. In the meantime, somebody will win this lovely limited edition Tinkerbell statue, and I will autograph her. And that's one of the only ones that will be autographed because these all sold by Disney in the Hamilton collection back in 2005. So they've been sold out for a very long time.
Yep. Oh!
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I heard a magic pixie noise.
Let's pick that winner, guys.
Tinkerbell.
All right, picking the winner.
That's the card.
Angela Zonas Kitten Beezy.
Angela Zonas. Hey, did she win one before?
I don't. She's won. She has
something.
won before.
She didn't get a Tinkerbell.
But I don't think she's won a Tink before.
Oh, if she did, she's got a different one now, probably. So.
Yeah, I don't think she's won it. I don't think she's
Angela.
won a Tink.
Congratulations, you got a Tinkerbell. And we do have. You said you think 2 more of these? The different poses, different designs from the same collection.
Oh my god, I haven't won a Tink, she says. I think there are 2 left.
2 left? Okay.
I think. I'm
so
going by memory.
those will probably be the next 2 Twitch broadcasts that we do. Will be for those Tinkerbells and have some other prizes. And we might have some longer episodes or maybe a couple of shorter ones. But we will keep you posted up at Patreon. And definitely keep an eye up on eBay. I'll be posting some more of these tiny treasures, the original paintings. And of course, they always start off at a penny. We are happy to ship worldwide. These will be varnished and have hangers on the back so they're ready to go up on your wall. And
Angela's sleepy too. She was starting to doze off. Okay, guys. Well, we will catch you later.
We'll catch you later next Tuesday.
Bye, Girl in the Mitten. Bye, Night Leela. You get some sleep.
Night, Leela.
Can we share custody? That's what Miss clever Miss Red Stilettos. Always a kidder. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye.